Hello, it's Friday and it's the news roundup time. So we're back outside the front of the school. It's nice and sunny, although I think it's going to get cold next week. I'm going to let the pupils' work do most of the talking this week, which we'll do at the back end of this post. So I just want to give you a few reminders of some key things from last week that carry over to this week. Number one is your child keeping a routine which involves schoolwork? Number two, as your child replied to their chapter leaders, don't forget an email went out last week where chapter leaders were getting in touch just to check in with your child, see how they're getting on, if they've got any concerns and whether they're keeping up with their schoolwork. So if they haven't responded to that email, can you give them a prompt to do that, please? If your child is in year 10, are they checking their school email on a daily basis? Don't forget, we've set up distribution email lists, so the class teachers will be sending them communications via the email and updating the work they need to be doing each week. So make sure you're doing that for me. Is your child reading? Don't forget, readings are an important part of their studying. We introduced last week the Audible story platform and there were recommended upper and lower school reading books. So is your child taking part in reading those books, or are they reading one of their own? Crucially on this one, if your child is doing art, they should be in contact with their art teacher, because the art teachers are communicating with them what they need to do to keep their art portfolios up to date. Don't forget that is a 60% element of their GCSE next year. So if your child's doing art, can you please make sure they're checking in with their art teacher so they know what they need to be doing with their portfolios. The final two were to do with opportunities. One was with this company, Morgan Sindall. They're a construction company and they're offering an apprenticeship for a week working with professionals. If that is of interest to you, get in touch with inquiries at the school and we can put you onto that one. The second one was the internships. There's amazing opportunities here over July and August period with some companies, and again you're working with professionals and getting a real sense of what it's like to get involved in these particular industries. So if you're not taken up on this offer, I recommend it, and again inquiries at the King's and we'll put you in touch with the right people on that. Okay, it's challenge time, so there are 3 challenges again this week. The first one is similar to a challenge I set last week. So it's about watching a programme, so something I watched this week, and it was called Pain, Pus and Poison. Great title. It was a documentary on BBC4. You get it on catch up. And what I want you to do is watch that programme, find out what it's all about, and to do a summary in any style you want, a video, a PowerPoint, an essay, whatever you fancy. And this is going to attract a £40 Amazon voucher. No one took up this challenge last week to do the City in the Sky. So it's a rollover. So the £20 from last week rolls over to this week. If you submit an entry, the governors will decide on the best one and the winner will receive a £40 Amazon voucher. So there's your first challenge. Second one, the staff have been watching some movies and there's a series of emojis that have been created to give you a clue as to what those movies might have been. So if you check out the PowerPoint for this week and send in your entries on that one as to which films these different staff have been watching. The third one is down here. Now I'm missing teaching maths, so here we go. Here's the latest one. So you've got a triangle, you've got a line down the middle, and this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines across. And the question is, how many different triangles can you see in that diagram? Well, I'll give you an example here. So here's one triangle. I'm not dying, don't worry. And let's give you another example. Here's another triangle. So there's 2. Can you see any more? Of course there are. And the question is how many? But the challenge is not just for 1, 2, 3, 4 lines across. The challenge is, if I drew 15 lines across that triangle, how many different triangles could you see? So there is challenge number 3. Okay, before I connect over to our challenge entries this week. There have been loads which we've just montaged together into a little gallery which you can enjoy in a few minutes. Have a great VE day. I've noticed some great decorations driving down this morning. I hope your house is decorated to celebrate Victory in Europe Day. We're going to kick off now with Jan Lin, who's going to play the flute, and then following Jan Lin we've got some great examples of work submitted over the last week. Please send your work in at the challenges at the King's, and if it's a piece of work you've done for a particular member of staff, send it to them and they'll forward it to me, and I'll do another montage again hopefully next Friday. In the meantime, take care, and over to Jan Lin.